$90 now, $100 right there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Morning Coffee Talk with Bobby D. It is a beautiful day in auction world. I've got a full day lined up for me with some meetings with new clients, meetings with current clients, as well as creating some content for all of our auction school fans and school community members that are out there. Today, I wanted to take just a couple minutes and really chat with you about becoming an auctioneer and what the steps can be and some ways and paths that you can be an auctioneer in your life. Whether you want to make it your full-time career, you want to make it a side hustle, you want to make it a opportunity to just be able to give back, or just have a fun party trick. But yes, today we're going to be talking a lot about how to become an auctioneer. It's so important to get started on the right foot. Now, I want to share a little bit about my path of becoming an auctioneer and how I got into this. And my path, my trail, my road to becoming an auctioneer was the long, hard road of nepotism. No, not that way. My mom's an auctioneer, my dad's an auctioneer, my two brothers are auctioneers. I married an auctioneer whose mom was an auctioneer, whose dad's an auctioneer, and we have a fourth generation auctioneer who is selling comic books on Whatnot. So he is hosting live auctions by himself. So that's 4 generations that are auctioneers. Now, in my unique case, I never wanted to become an auctioneer. I wanted to be an engineer, actually. And becoming an engineer was something that I thought that I could do because, you know, my stepdad was an auctioneer and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something completely different. My biological father was in the construction business and I was like, oh, this is a good thing to do. So I'm going to go that way. So I'm a freshman at the Arizona State University and I'm sitting in my first engineering class and I'm looking around and I'm like, wait a minute. These are not my people. And from there, I immediately changed my major and I moved into communications. And I got in my first Comm 101 class and I look around, I'm like, okay, these are the people that literally speak my language. So as I'm going in through the communications college, I was working at the smoothie bar in the recreation center. And I had just got my first apartment. I was having to buy food. I was having to pay insurance. I was having to pay rent. I was having to buy beer. I was having to buy all of those things. And my stepdad's been an auto auctioneer for as long as I've been alive. So, I mean, he's been an auto auctioneer for almost 50 years now. Wow, that's amazing. So he had always asked me, he's like, hey, when it's time and the time is right to become an auctioneer or to be able to come and work with me at the auction, let me know. And I was like, nope. And then one day it was like, yep, okay, all right, I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to the auto auction to become a apprentice of you. Now, in the auto auction world, by becoming apprentice, you get started as becoming what we call a ringman. Now, a ringman is an auctioneer's assistant, is a right-hand person of the auctioneer and is there to help the auctioneer facilitate the process of the auction and to really create a energetic, engaging atmosphere, but then also helping the auctioneer when any situations might come up that they might need your help. They're also in the ring as a ringman to kind of cajole, to encourage bidding and getting people to be involved in the bidding process. And the way that they do that is they're having conversations, and when they get conversations, they get a confirmation of a bid. They do what we call a yip, and what that is a lot like this. It's like, yep, yes. And as the ringman, I was having a really good time, just really working the crowd, having a good time with the audience that was there, the bidders that were there at the auto auction. So shortly after working the first auto auction ever, I was asked to work a second auto auction. So then second auto auction turned into a third auto auction, and I was a ringman for my stepdad as him being the auctioneer. And then there was a couple different places I was able to work with other auctioneers and see what I liked and see what I didn't like, and I was in the auto auction world. So as things progressed 3-4 years into this, I decided to become an auctioneer and to hop up on the auction block to practice my craft. And I had never been to auction school. I had just been watching auctioneers and really kind of trying to mimic them and make the fast talk, make the chant sound happen. And from that, I was able to then practice at the end of the auction. At the end of the auto auction, they always bring in what they call reruns. And these reruns are cars that didn't sell. So then newer auctioneers are able to get up and have some fun and learn and build some experience and have some reps to be able to practice bidding and bid calling and practice their chant and their craft at the auto auction. So I had done that for about a year, and then all of a sudden the opportunity came up one day, and it was like, hey, we need a backup auctioneer. Our backup auctioneer is sick today. Would you give every auctioneer a break? So from that opportunity, guess what? I said yes. And then from there, went and was able to help other auctioneers so they could go take a bathroom break, and went from auctioneer to auctioneer. Auctioneers like, oh my gosh, this is great. Got great feedback from the clients, got great feedback from the executive team that was there. They're like, Bobby, you're doing a great thing. You should keep doing this. We're going to put you on as our backup auctioneer. So as the backup auctioneer, continued to go and practice and put in more reps and get more experience. Then pretty soon what ends up happening is then you get an auctioneer lane. You become an auctioneer for a particular lane of automobile, kind of a sector of automobiles that come in there, whether it's rentals, whether it's off lease, whether it's trade-ins, whether it's dealer consignments, whatever it might be, being able to work in that lane. So then from one lane, moved into another lane, and then another lane, and then all of a sudden I was working 4 days a week as an auto auctioneer. I was flying around the Southwest. I was going to Albuquerque, I was going to Vegas, I was going to LA, I was in Phoenix, and I was in the circuit. And this was about, I don't know, 7, 8 years into the auction world. And as I'm being this auctioneer, I was always getting asked by churches and schools, different Boy Scout troops that were out there that needed an auctioneer and someone to help them with their fundraiser. So I was able to help them with their fundraiser and to be able to do that. Now my folks, they were doing other fundraisers as well too, so I got to help them, and we had a great time. We had fun. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I love this and I want to do this. So as I was an auctioneer, I continued to practice my auto auctioneering, practice the chant, and then I was also helping nonprofits with their events and continued to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love this. I'm making an impact. This is great. I love what I do, and I'm able to help a nonprofit do what they do by raising more money so that they can make more impact and fund their missions and fund their programs. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. So as the auto auctioneer career continued to go, and I continued to do more of these fundraising auctions, I found out that this was an industry. This was a career as a fundraising auctioneer. I was like, oh, you know what? I want to do that. I attended a boot camp put on one of my mentors, Gala Gal, Janelle Taylor. Love Gala Gal. Janelle, we love you. Great stuff. If you're looking for some advanced education in fundraising auctions, I definitely suggest checking out her Gala Gal boot camp. And took the boot camp, found out, again, this is a career. This is something that you can make a living from. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. It took me 2 times to go to the boot camp to finally figure it out that this is what I wanted to do, and I needed to build a brand. So I worked with Janelle directly, and she helped me create this brand right here, Call to Auction. And it took about a year to come up with the name, come up with the branding, come up with the slogan and all of those elements. But she had really helped me immensely to be able to build this. And as I was building this, I was continually working with more nonprofits. I was getting out there. I went to the National Auction Association Benefit Auctioneer Specialist course, a great course to be able to learn even more about how to be a fundraising benefit auctioneer. I became a benefit auction specialist. That was working with my brother auctioneer, his name is Darren Shumway, and we came up with the idea for Call to Auction, and we're like, all right, let's get exceptional auctioneers out there into the world to help maximize fundraising for nonprofits. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that. We're going to create it. We're going to make it happen. Call to Auction was born. I was doing fundraising auctions, and Darren was doing fundraising auctions. I had another gentleman named Brett that was helping me, and we had been helping the Southwest to have great fundraising auctions. So from that point, continued auto auctions. 2013, competed in the U.S. Bid Calling Championships. Second year, 2014, won that championship. 2014, went to the World Automobile Auctioneer Championships. I took 10th there, and then in 2015, I went to the World Automobile Auctioneer Championships again and won the World Automobile Auctioneer Champion. I was the champion, and it was awesome. And a great time, had great fun, and got this awesome trophy. But then after you win the trophy, it's like, okay, well, now what? So I continued auto auctions, continued to do that, continued to build the Call to Auction brand, continued to go out and help nonprofits across the nation have great fundraising events. So from those fundraising events, I started to see where my heart was going. I was like, okay, I want to really help these nonprofits. Now, auto auctioneering is great, and I was selling used cars to used car dealers. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's not giving me the warm and fuzzies, but I want to go and I want to work with fundraising auctioneers, and I want to help them to be better, and I want to help nonprofits in their fundraising efforts as well too. So that's where I went that way. So in 2017, I stepped away from auto auctions and I moved into fundraising 100% of the time. And from there, 2018 was great, 2019 was great. We were set up for 2020. In 2020, we all know what happened. Wah, wah, wah. The pandemic hit, and then all live events were shut down. Live events were the first to go, and we were the last to come back, but we made the quick pivot. We're going to do live, online, fundraising virtually, and we did that. So from there, survived 2020, 2021, came back into it, and then ever since, we've really been able to ramp up the game, been able to get more clients, find more clients across the nation, and to really build this dream career as a fundraising auctioneer to really go into that way. So it's been such a great ride to become this auctioneer. Now, becoming a auctioneer, whether you're a fundraising auctioneer, you're going to be a commercial auctioneer, just practice that chant and have that fun party trick in your back pocket and call yourself an auctioneer. There's lots of different ways that you can go forth within that. Number one, you got to want to do it. And by wanting to do it, and by my friends that are on auctioneerschool.com, you're doing this. You're practicing. You're wanting to be that auctioneer. You made the decision. Number two, you've got to start to develop your chant. So I want you to go to the classroom. It's up there. And I want you to go to the First Class Auctioneering 101 to Pro. And in there, we talk about building your auctioneer chant. Very easy, very simple. There's some practice drills that are in there. Also have the weekly practice drills so that you can practice this chant. Because when you tell people that you're an auctioneer, they're going to be, the first thing that they're going to say is, it's the room. Oh, it's the room. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's where was I? But yes, building the auction chant is so important because people are going to ask you about, if you're an auctioneer, they're going to say you're an auctioneer. It's okay, if you're an auctioneer, I want you to do the fast talk. I'm going to give you a little secret. Here's how we do this. It's very, very easy. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just counted to 10, and that's it. If you can practice that and you can put some voice inflection in it, you can put some rhythm in it, everybody's going to believe you're an auctioneer. Number one, you got to believe you're an auctioneer. Number two, they've got to believe you're an auctioneer. Okay, so that's your first step, is building that auction chant, practicing that auction chant, practicing that numbers. Number two, now we're on number three. So number three way to get started in the auction world is to look in your network, look around and see who is involved in different nonprofit work. Now, we've kind of have done a unofficial study and we found that 1 in 4 people are associated with a nonprofit in some way, whether they volunteer, whether they're a donor, whether they sit on their board, in some capacity, maybe they go to their events, whatever that is. But I want you to go through your network and I want you to start to look and see who might be involved in these different nonprofits. And you're going to find some, and I'm very certain that they're going to have an event. And what I'd love for you to do is I would love for you to volunteer to go work at that event. Not as the auctioneer, but I would love for you to work, whether you're within registration, whether you're helping out with a silent auction, whether you're greeting people, whatever it might be. But I want you to go and I want you to see what this auction looks like. As well with commercial auctions as well too. I want you to do some research and find out if there's any auctioneers in your network. If there's not, I want you to go into your kind of in your neighborhood and in your market and do a search for auctions and find out when that next auction is. It might be an auto auction, it might be a commercial auction, it might be a household auction, it might be whatever it is. But I want you to go and I want you to attend that auction. I just want you to go and I want you to watch. I want you to see how everything works because it's a big dance. I want you to see how the auctioneers are working. I want you to see how the ring people are working. I want you to see how the clerking is working. I want you to see how the registration is working. I want you to see the market. I want you to see all the things. So go to that fundraising auction, go to your first auction. I just want you to go and I want you to see. You're going to learn so much. So that's step number 4 is attending that auction. Step number 5, I just want you to continue to practice, and I want you to continue to tell people that you are an auctioneer. Now, there are some license laws that are out there. I just put a list of auction license states in our school, so you can check that out, auctioneerschool.com, SKOOL.com, and you you may need to go to auctioneer school to receive, or auctioneer college, to receive the necessary hours to become a licensed auctioneer. Then you go through the licensing process, yada, yada, yada. If you need some help to figure out an auction school to go to so that you can get that licensing, please reach out. I've got a couple schools that I do endorse and that I do refer lots of my coaching clients to help them. Now, do you have to go to auction college? No, you do not, but you can work with a mentor, you can work with a coach and someone to help you expedite and speed up this process of becoming a auctioneer, whether you're a fundraising auctioneer or a commercial auctioneer. So getting out there and asking and telling people that you are an auctioneer, and all of a sudden now some opportunities are going to pop up. Oh, our church is having an auction, our Boy Scouts are having an auction, this small nonprofit's having an auction, and they need an auctioneer. Well, because you've made the decision to become an auctioneer and you've decided to practice your auction chant and learn about the auction craft, you're more than qualified to be that auctioneer for whatever that fundraiser might be. Now you're going to go, you're going to do it, you're going to learn a lot. You're like, oh my gosh, this was amazing being the auctioneer. I love it. I want to do it again. Well, guess what? Somebody in the audience is going to come up, be like, you were amazing. I want you to help us with our nonprofit. Thus, the cycle will continue. And this is how you become a fundraising auctioneer. Now, to become a commercial auctioneer, I want you to keep going to these commercial auctions. I want you to make connections with auctioneers, whether you're going to the auto auction, whether you're going to the commercial auction, and just tell them that you want to be an auctioneer and you want to be there to learn and you want to work for free. Yeah, I said free. I said the F word, free. Yeah. Nobody likes to work for free, but when you're becoming an auctioneer, you got to work for free for a little bit. Now, I'm sure your first few fundraising auctions are going to be for free. I know that a bunch of your first commercial auctions are going to be for free as well, too. And that's okay, because what you're paying, or what you're getting paid, is an experience. And it's that experience that's going to help you to be the best auctioneer that you can be and to accelerate your path that's out there. Now, you might be able to befriend and get a mentor auctioneer that's going to grab you by the hand and they're going to show you the way. If not, that's what I'm here for, to be able to help you get into this auction industry. And those are some of the steps that I would take if I was you, to be able to help you. Hey, Brian's with me here today. Brian, how you doing? Feel free to hop in and share some info on how you became a auctioneer.
Yeah, most definitely. Let me see if I can get my camera going. So, how I became an auctioneer. My dad, for 30 plus years, self taught auctioneer, started raising money for our Portuguese celebrations. They're Catholic Portuguese celebrations.
All
So, he
right.
would raise money to keep the traditions going. That money would go to pay for the dinners that they would do. I'm saying 200 to 400 people come to these events. And they just eat for free, able to drink for free, and have a merry time and keep our Catholic Portuguese traditions alive.
Nice.
Also raise money for the church, raise money for people in the community. One time he raised, I think it was either 40, it was between 40 and $70,000 on one goat for a lady who had cancer. People would buy it and donate it back, buy it and donate it back, buy it and
Wow.
donate it back. Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
I've been doing the auction chant for about 15 years. And how I got started is I was in music theater watching my dad. Told him I want to go up on stage. I would always chicken out. Finally, one time he saw, Brian, I need some help. His voice was kind of, had some problems with his voice. Went up there and I fell in love. I caught the auction bug. In 2020, I went to auction school at Western College of Auctioneering. 2021, I started my auction business. Started with the state auctions, but we all know after COVID, everything moved online. I love the entertainment side of things. I love being in front of people. I love helping people. And so, 2023, I shifted my business focus primarily and only. I don't do estate auctions anymore, to help nonprofits raise money for their causes. I've been through BAS, the Benefit Auction Specialist designation, in 2023, received it in 2024, and you know, new to the auction business, but not new to the auction world. And so I feel like every time I'm on stage, maybe you feel this too, Bobby. The universe tells me this is exactly where I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm helping these nonprofits and able to provide for my family while doing so. It's just such a great feeling to be a part of the community and to use the talents that the Lord gave me to help so many people.
Yeah, yes. That's so awesome. I love the journey that you've been on, and then now to be able to grasp a hold of this career opportunity and to go forth in it. Now, Brian, is this something that is your sole business, or is this kind of a side hustle right now? What is this?
This is my sole business. Well, one of my sole businesses. So I kind of have two that go hand in hand. My dad was a caterer as well,
Okay.
and unfortunately he passed in 2022. And my brother and I took over the catering business, and so I've done a few fundraising events where I've been the caterer. My brother kind of heads that while I'm taking care of the auction
Hmm.
side of things,
Nice.
and so those are my main two things that that I'm doing. Still growing and in the growing stages, but I've placed myself in a situation that I can grow right now and focus on these two endeavors and help the people around me. From helping people with nonprofits to helping people eat the right meal on their wedding day. Being part of those special events as well, and so
That's
it's pretty
awesome.
neat to
So you're
see.
in the event world 100%. I love that.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, good. Well, good. Well, I love to hear the origination stories of different auctioneers that are out there because we all find our ways to this very unique profession, this career, in lots of different ways. And I do. I love that. So I want to thank you so much for sharing that and helping to hopefully inspire some beginning auctioneers that are out there. We do have some new auctioneers that are joining the auctioneerschool.com, and I hope that they're watching this and they see they're like, well, if Brian can do it, I can do it. And the answer is yes, you can do it. This
Yes.
is something that really anybody that has the desire to be able to go out and make an impact in the world, this is something that they can do. And I put a big post up on the socials yesterday talking about how there is an auctioneer shortage and we need more auctioneers that's out there. And it's so vital because, again, there are 1.5 million nonprofits in the world. And even if it was just 10% that are hosting events, that's 150,000 events. And there are not, I would say there's probably less than 5,000 auctioneers that's out there. So there's plenty of work out there for aspiring and new auctioneers that are out there, and even auctioneers that are in the commercial space to be able to go and help nonprofits raise more money, educate themselves on being a better fundraiser, being a better fundraising auctioneer. The world needs it, and I'm so happy that you're a part of this ride and this journey together with us.
What I can add is what I love that I found about the auction community. Um, Similar probably to other communities, but I haven't found it at, it's just so awesome that other auctioneers are willing to help other auctioneers.
Yeah.
It's that type of community. Like you said, there's enough for everybody to eat and
Oh my God,
everybody to
so
have a
much.
good time. And so when we have people like you, that's why I'm blessed, and it's an honor to be a part of this school.
Oh,
And so we appreciate you, and I hope you know that
I do. Thank you.
and that we all appreciate the what you put into this because the little tidbits that I'm seeing and hearing it helps a ton. And that's the thing, we all been through different journeys, so I might be able to add something different than
Yep.
what you're able to add,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty about life.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this school is it's like-minded individuals coming together to help each other. Now, I'm a firm believer that there's no competition in our space. It's only collaboration, and if we're able to collaborate together and we're able to help each other, we're just going to continue to rise the tide. When we rise the tide, all boats rise with it, and we're helping our nonprofits rise their tide as well too. And what I love about it is the networking that happens here, that we're all able to help each other because there's only 52 Fridays and there's only 52 Saturdays, and we only have so much time and only so much energy to apply to that. And again, we're talking thousands, tens of thousands of nonprofits that need help. So if there's a night that you're booked or that you've got something going on with your family and you can help make a connection with another fundraising auctioneer and make sure that that nonprofit is well served, then you've done a great job and you've helped make an impact with that nonprofit, but then also made it with that auctioneer. And that's that collaboration spirit that's there, and it works so well.
Yeah, I agree, and it's awesome to see in the auction community. From being part of NAA and the networking with that NAA has to the Facebook groups to everything. Everybody's willing to help and answer questions and help each other grow. Like you said, when we're helping each other grow, it's just helping the nonprofits raise more money for their amazing causes.
That's right. And the more money, the more impact, the more ripples are going to go out in the world, the more those ripples are going to make a positive effect. And we're going to have a better place to live in and better communities and, help somebody out there that do need that very, very vital help. So now, Brian, remind me, what part of the country are you in?
So I'm in southern Idaho, so the
Okay.
northwest of our
Oh,
country.
beautiful
So
part of the country.
Twin Falls, if you've heard of Twin
Yep.
Falls. If
Yep.
not, we're, you know, about an hour and a half from Boise.
Okay.
So
Okay.
people haven't heard
Okay.
of
Yeah.
Twin Falls. But what I say about Twin Falls is where Evel Knievel tried to jump the canyon. So we're right there where he tried to make it to the other side.
Nice, nice. Well, and that's like auctioneering. It's all about trying. Sometimes you
Yep.
land the jump, sometimes you don't, but you learn a lot, and hopefully you don't break too many bones on the way.
Yes, yes.
Right on.
Well, thank you for chatting with me for a bit,
Yeah,
allowing me to join you there.
yeah, for sure. And I'm just doing a live on Facebook, or sorry, on YouTube. I had some people that jumped in here. I figured I'd do a little coffee talk here before I dive into my day, and remind everybody that I've got the Q&A tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, where we're going to really dive in even deeper and talking about how you can begin being an auctioneer. And hopefully some of our new auctioneers can join us and ask some questions, and we can help them get on that path, get on that journey, give them a little pat on the butt and say, you got this, you can do it. And again, helping to make more auctioneers that are out there, because we are in an auctioneer shortage.
Yep, all willing. I'll be on the call, and so
Sounds
maybe I
good.
could encourage, you know, those ones on the fence. And I was on the fence for a long time of taking this as a full-time profession, and I just felt the universe was like, it's time.
It's time. That's right. Just do it. Right
Yep.
on. Very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to shut down the
Thank you.
room here, and thank you again for hopping on with us. And we'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. What is it, January 16th already? Oh my gosh, the year's flying by. So we'll see you then, and keep going out, keep making an impact, and keep being awesome. And that's what it's all about. So I want to thank everybody that's on the YouTube Live. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing. I'm so close to 1,000. We're like this close. 978. So let's see by the end of the week, maybe we can get to that 1,000. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody. And cheers to you. Here's some coffee talk here this morning coming directly from Long Island. So thank you again. And we'll see you tomorrow live, Auctioneer Q&A, how to become an auctioneer. All right. We'll see everybody. Bye.